The Istanbul Cipher. Chapter 1. Subpart E. The kids were bickering over UI fonts and whether Emre's code for the AR fade transition felt too cinematic. I took the chance to drift toward the terrace railing, the chipped tiles warm underfoot. I pulled out my field book again, flipped past my notes on Bogota and Taipei, and found the fresh Istanbul spread. Scribbled a new line in the margin. Too good to last? They always are. The wind off the Bosphorus carried a trace of sea and smoke, salt and old diesel maybe. It made me think of the first school I ever taught in, back in Vancouver. 8th graders building cardboard robots that barely moved. And me, young enough to believe failure was a badge of honor. I'm not that teacher anymore, I reminded myself. These kids aren't mine. This isn't my fight. Still, I couldn't shake the sense of something fragile forming. Not the app, though it was impressive, but the ecosystem around it. Layla's boldness, Emre's restraint, Sibel's care, Ayla's quiet rage, disguised as control. If any one of them cracked, the whole thing would tilt. I checked my watch. It was still set to Abu Dhabi time. Jessie would be making lunch by now. Coke Zero with a salad. And probably reading pretentious articles on the proper use of AI in schools written by someone who has never been in a classroom. Behind me, chairs scraped. Mr. Merritt? I turned. Layla stood there, laptop hugged to her chest, the sunlight catching the edge of her cheekbone. Do you think what we're doing matters? The question landed sharp. I thought about all the pilot projects I'd seen implode. Bureaucrats who nodded in meetings and cut funding the next week. Administrators who smiled through gritted teeth. The foundation, always just outside the frame. And still, I thought, they're asking the right question. I gave her the smallest smile I could muster. Let's find out. Her grin flashed for real this time. No sarcasm, no show. Just hope, raw and unguarded. Behind her, the others were still arguing. I heard Siebel say softly, "History wants to be remembered." I slipped my notebook back into my blazer and turned toward them.